What is good, legends? We're just waiting for my tablet to catch up here. The finest tablet, 50 bucks, you can buy it on Amazon. And I get an ad on my own video, always nice. There you go. Welcome, everybody. Gorgeous, gorgeous fall day in the house. Absolutely gorgeous. Not too many of these left. Got to take advantage of them while you can. Hey, Bent Fork, Flash in Your Pan is here as well. Let some folks pile in. I normally go on and kind of message before these things, and obviously, I normally do them on Sundays, but it's Canadian Thanksgiving weekend, so we pulled it forward today, and whoever can make it can make it. Is what it is. Beautiful, beautiful day, like I said. Been doing lots of fishing, lots of work. I planted all my grass seed. My tree stand is all set up, back 400 yards behind the house. How's it going, Bent Fork? Good to see you. Glad you're safe. One guy I'm looking for, if you guys see him in your travels, is David Danderain. I hope he's okay. I haven't heard from him for a while. Haven't seen him on the streams either. So keep David in your thoughts. Other than that, we got a beautiful, beautiful day here. Some nice cons. Probably a day and a half's worth of prospecting. I've been up at the camp cleaning out the shed. Kind of a half barn, half shed type of deal. And I've got tons of my cons are stored in there, but deer season's coming and the guys are going to want to be up at the camp. And for a few reasons, we like to hang our deer in the shed. Kind of is what it is. I had some problems with the game wardens last year. Not problems. Everyone, of course, legal, licensed. We don't shoot what we shouldn't shoot, that kind of stuff. But when they drive past the camp, if they see deer hanging, they're always going to stop. They're always going to come in, check everybody's licenses. Awesome, Bent Fork. That's good to know, man. Pokerman 954, welcome. Yeah, so I mean, it's not that we're doing anything illegal, but anytime the game wardens stop by the camp, it's always a pain. Everyone's got to dig for their licenses. They check everyone's rifles, all that stuff. And you know what? We just don't really need it. So we hang our deer in the shed. If they swing by, they swing by. Like I said, it's all good. We're all legal. Hey, Flash, good to see you, pal. But yeah, so I've been processing a lot of older cons that are in the shed. Typically, me and the boys keep cons on hand, or I should say I keep cons on hand. It's my camp all year round. But when the guys come up for deer season, they like to sit out on the deck and sluice some cons, and I let them keep whatever gold they find. Paul C., welcome. Hey, A3 Sky Warriors in the house. Good to see you, pal. Hope you're not working today. But yeah, so I've been heavily going through a lot of the cons. The plus 10 behind it, taking all the minus 10 stuff home. Still on that bathroom, Red? Holy cow, that must be a big remodel. But yeah, as always, some really, really nice, give you guys a close-up look. Some really, really nice looking cons, where I come from anyway. Nice dark heavies in there. Kind of rigged up my sluice a little differently for bubble purposes on height. Plus, last time was a real pain trying to change the catch bucket out all the time. Oh, grandkid's birthday party, Rich. You gotta hit that. Boiler's leaking gas again. A boiler leaking gas and a grandkid's birthday party is a really, really bad combo. Just saying. So yeah, as I was mentioning earlier, a little switch from my Sunday streams only because it's Canadian Thanksgiving weekend. So the big turkey dinner is at my aunt's tomorrow, so I'll be out on the road. I really don't want to go, but I don't want to miss the turkey either. So it's kind of a catch-22 situation. All right. We'll start rocking a little bit of cons here. I did figure it would be a little bit more quiet than usual today. What with it is Canadian Thanksgiving weekend for the Canadians. Plus, you know, it's Saturday. It's a nice day. Families and people are out doing family and people things. But of course, we got people like Ed, who's remodeling his bathroom, who I'm giving a perfect excuse to take a little break. Ozarks, welcome, huh? Yeah, YouTube's funny these days. Between not getting notifications and disappearing chats and all that great stuff. I know also GP's got a video premiere going on right now. I didn't realize when I scheduled my stream, but it is what it is. I'm sure some folks will pour over when that's done. Mega Dog, Dutchy, Gold Panning Dutchy Jacko, welcome guys. Already seeing pyrite, and I've only got a few of these little spoons in. Right on, Careless. Glad you could stop by. Great to see you. Careless be out living life. Alaskan Assassin is in the house. Welcome, my friend. You do what you got to do, Carlos. Like I said, it's a Saturday stream, so I don't expect much. I actually booked this back on like Thursday, and then my booking disappeared, so I had to book it again this morning. It's not a lot of notice for people either. So whatever happens, happens. Southern Missouri Ozarks. We have quite a few prospectors in our community that are from Missouri as well, actually. Gentleman Prospector and Mama Bird are from Missouri. Ozarks Buck, obviously, from Missouri as well. It is, Poker Man. It is absolutely gorgeous. Cool, chilly wind. I should have gone fishing this morning, but I had stuff to do, like I said. Got my tree stand set up back in the woods here. Trail cam's going. My son's got his girlfriend over for supper, so I had to go pick her up. Adulting sucks, man. Anything is possible is in the house. There are no fish in the bucket yet. I did from getting that guy's minnow trap, like a king's ransom of minnows, though. They're over in the garage. Ringo and Zara, welcome, my friend. Double A, welcome. Good to see you, man. Yeah, so a few folks that have been on streams with me know I went to put my minnow trap out yesterday. Some hoser had his minnow trap in my minnow hole. That sounds bad. But where I trap my minnows it's just like a ditch that runs through the road with a culvert pipe. But where the pond is, where the minnows all hang out, is actually on my property, 25 yards in too. So I got so pissed off. I picked up this minnow trap, minnows and all, and just tossed it in the bed of the truck. And then I got home. I had country boys remorse, to be honest with you. And so I kept all his minnows, and I wrote him a nasty note, and I put it in a Ziploc bag, and put it in his minnow trap, and I went back to the spot, and I threw his minnow trap in with no bait, just the note. So you can go check his trap, read that note, and he better not be back. I did put a game camera up this morning, too. The minnow trap was still there this morning. Mind you, I am up at like 6, right? So minnow trap was still there this morning. He hasn't got his note yet. I put a game camera up, so he should be able to identify the dude. Damn is in the house. Welcome, pal. Barry's in the house. Yeah, that owl, man. The owl is there to keep an eye on the gnomes from stealing my stuff. He's a shifty bugger, that gnome. No, Ben Sluice just hangs around Bentford. The gnome, he just hangs around looking for an opportunity to swipe stuff. Did you guys end up heading out for muskie or anything? It's that time of year. The fall bite is really on. I had a terrible, terrible time fishing yesterday. Well, I shouldn't say that. I mean, I had fun fishing, but catching fish. I got 2 bass and a pike yesterday. The wind was howling out of the west, and I was fishing off the east bank. So I was casting the spinnerbait. I couldn't get the thing more than 20 feet off the shore. I cast it out, and the thing would come kind of flying back at me. Just nasty. I threw minnows out, but the current from the wind had the weeds kind of rocking, and it was tangling my line, and all the bullheads were stripping my minnows. It just wasn't fun. There we go. Lucy Warren, welcome, Lucy. Great to see you. So yeah, last week on my live, I was having trouble with my sluice pump. It was completely an operator error. I have a bad habit on Sundays. You know, I want to have a few wobbly pops after the stream. I have a bad habit of just leaving my stuff out here on the table and getting it the next morning. So there's a lot of crud on the contacts in my sluice where it plugs in. Anyway, I cleaned that up, and the thing's been running like a champ ever since. I had to wait this week for my aerator to come in for my minnows. So I was actually using my sluice pump to put some oxygen into the 5-gallon bucket where my minnows are. And it ran like a champ for days. Now I got the aerator going, so I can use it here. But else is everybody up to today? Anyone having anything good for supper? It's taco night here at my house. My son's got his girlfriend over, so Dad's making tacos and Spanish rice. Sorry, my chat freezes at least once or twice. Once in a while, I'll lose internet connection because I am on Starlink, and then when I lose it, I lose chat and it doesn't come back. So I got to kind of go in and do this manually, but no big deal. There we go. So a little excited to see what I find today. Like I said, these are the cons from 2 3/4 full 5-gallon pails. Cleaning out the shed to fit the deer in, up at the deer camp. I like to put our deer in the shed, as I mentioned, because when the game wardens come around, I mean, we don't do anything, like I said, we don't do anything illegal, but out of sight, out of mind, so to speak. If the game wardens come by on the trail and they see deer hanging, they stop every single time. Eating your eating your pets tonight, Mega Dog? Eating the dogs, and eating the cats, and eating the pets of the people that live there. Oh, the internet is a strange place. I get it. I get that's kind of funny. I do have a sense of humor, obviously. But I cringe every time something like that goes viral. Because one thing, guilty pleasure of mine, I like to, when I go to bed, I like to put YouTube shorts on. I'll just kind of scroll until I feel really tired, and then I'll plug my phone into charge. And every time one of those damn songs goes viral, every second short has that song in it. It's so friggin' annoying. Curmudgeon, how's it going, pal? Editing. There we go. Curmudgeon has a great channel. Anyfin and Curmudgeon should connect if they haven't. Anyfin ran a guide service up in Alaska, fishing. Curmudgeon, obviously from Alaska, they're homesteaders. They do some fishing and some off-grid stuff. Really, really cool channel. The real life, welcome. So good to see you. Please tell me Mrs. Real Life is wearing her yellow Crocs right now. You guys, you Alaskans are welcome in my chat, of course. Let's not talk about snow too much. It is dipping down towards the freezing mark at night here right now, so. I don't want to curse it, but I know there's been years where it snowed on Halloween, so. We don't want any of that going on, that's for sure. David, it's so good to see you, pal. I was just talking about you at the beginning of the stream. Ben Pork mentioned you popped into his stream, so glad to know that you're safe, pal. I tried to Google Map where you were versus the eye of the storm, and it didn't show me too much, to be honest with you. So I've been looking around for you, but I'm glad to know that my friends from Florida are safe. GP is in the house. Welcome, GP. Good to see you, pal. I know you guys had a premiere going on, which I, of course, didn't realize, but like I said, I pulled a Canadian Thanksgiving, so I had to pull my stream ahead one day just to get her done. So I can head out to my aunt's for turkey tomorrow. Always a double-edged sword. Part of me prefers to host Thanksgiving, because then I don't have to go anywhere. But then I also have to do the dishes and the cleanup. And I'm not going to lie, my family's a royal pain in the ass. If it was up to me, we'd have a beautiful turkey dinner and all the fixings and royal chinette, and the dishes would go direct into the campfire when I was done. But my mom gets all offended and, you don't make a nice meal and have people over and put it on paper plates. And I'm like, yeah, I do. I have a massive, one of those big brute garbage cans. And what I normally do is I put it out in the garage. So when you go into my, when you head into my garage, there's like a step up to walk into the house from the garage. I put the garbage can right on the other side with a great big bag in it. So like when Christmas comes, all the wrapping paper, right into the bin. All the paper plates, right into the bin, and then I drag it out. When I get pissed off and tired of dealing with family, I drag the bin outside to the campfire pit, which is right over there, and I burn it all. Yeah, busy. Gotta head out, guys. See you in a bit. I'm with you, Careless, man. If it was up to me, I don't know. I like the big turkey. I like the homemade. I make sausage and onion stuffing. It's so good. I love all that stuff, but man, dealing with family's a pain in the ass. Well, my kids, you know, like I have my kids, obviously, but I'm lucky in some respects. My sister could burn water, so she never hosts. The odd time that she hosts would be like a birthday or something, and they order in pizza, which is okay, I guess. All right to order in pizza as long as there's no pineapple on it. I'm sure I started something there. People have deep feelings about pineapple on pizza. Almost as deep feelings as I have about Miracle Whip on a bologna sandwich. Not quite though. kind of odd because I was talking to, that's been kind of a running joke for a little while, the whole Miracle Whip versus mayo on a bologna sandwich. I mean, I'm a mustard guy. Mustard is a must, but I do like mayo if I've got it around. Always butter or mayo on the other slice. Yogi is in the house. Welcome. Good to see you, Yogi. Yes, so that's been kind of a running joke, and my dad weighed in on the subject. And I said, well, we were having a good laugh with the kids, and I said, you know, how about you, Dad? What do you like on your bologna sandwich? Mayo or Miracle Whip? He said, well, it's the same thing. I just about lost it. It was not cool. It is not even close to the same, man. It doesn't taste the same. I forget what I told my dad. It was like, you may as well just say you like white goo on your sandwich. You may as well put, what's that god awful marshmallow stuff? Comes in a jar. Maybe we'll put that on your sandwich. You can think mayo and Miracle Whip. Georgianne is in the house. Welcome, Georgianne. Good to see you. Mega Dog taking off, make himself a bologna sandwich. Got a boy. Oh, the real life. As a child is the key word. Hunting for sturgeon. Welcome, my friend. Mayo is good on BLT or turkey. So here's my thoughts on the subject. If you prefer I like mayo and mustard on the same sandwich. If you prefer mayo to mustard, that's okay too. I prefer mustard on bologna. If Miracle Whip touches anything, it's wrong. That's just the way it is. Ah, boy, real life. Now we're talking to Hellman's man right there. Almost had to unsubscribe, but now I don't. That's awesome. It is all about the Miracle Whip. Of course, we don't have a big a variety up here in Canada as you guys do in the States, but anything was talking about getting some Duke's mayo. And it was like $2 more a jar or something like that. I'm like, how do you, like, Hellman's is perfection. How do you even mess with that? Why would you even mess with that? Plus, you get this hoity-toity mayo, and then you're cutting your sandwiches into 4 pieces, and you're cutting the crusts off and stuff. I don't know. I feel if you're paying like 30% more for your mayo, the sandwich you're making with it should have watercress in it or something. Fried bologna with mayo. There, Georgianne. I knew I liked you. Kenneth Bird, welcome, pal. Good to see you. Mayo and mustard, acceptable. I like my bologna sandwiches cold, but a toasted fried bologna sandwich when you're at home and you have time to enjoy it is good too. Nice fried bologna sandwich, cheese and tomato and mayo is nice. GP is in the house, $5. What an absolute legend, GP. 5 for the first in chat. GP always makes me work for it. He's that kind of guy. That's okay. Grey Poupon. George Ann says Dukes is very good, but I prefer helmets. I don't know how you beat helmets. It's so good. I'm so picky if I, because my parents live in town, right? So every once in a while, my mom will be like, "Oh, you need me to," she'll come visit, and you need me to pick anything up for you. And I could use a jar of mail. And she'll show up, and inevitably it's like half the fat or low sodium this, or I don't ask mom to pick me anything up anymore. There we go. Yeah, that gets you in there. Flash the pay with some extra entries. Flash, of course, already a member, so he's already got some entries going his way. We will be doing a 1 gram bag of troubled one Peter for the giveaway, the upcoming giveaway, as well as a 1/2 gram and a 1/4 gram bag of troubled one Peter. So we're going to give away 3 Peters on the next one. How the hell did that get through a 10 mesh classifier? Yeet. But yeah, this is the time of year, like especially doing a stream on a Saturday. I knew it would be quiet because people are out and about doing things with their family. Like look at the weather out here; it's just gorgeous. Pumpernickel, bologna, Swiss, mustard, and butter. Mustard and butter is my typical go-to combo. I'm not overly keen on pumpernickel unless I toast it. Pumpernickel, on the other hand, with smoked salmon. Hey, Paul K is in the house. Welcome, Paul. Great to see you, pal. Yeah, smoked salmon and cream cheese on toasted pumpernickel. Oh boy, that's the stuff. I'm getting kind of hungry myself, to be honest with you. I did have actually a bologna sandwich for lunch. Another one. Mom came by. You need anything? Yeah, I need it. Can you get me a pack of bologna? Shows up, quick cut bologna. That'll be the thin cut. It's regular cut. I know you can put half as many slices with the thick cut. It just doesn't hit the same. Few little flakes starting to form at the top of the sluice. Obviously some pyrite as usual. Nice. Thank you, Paul. You absolute legend. Having your Thanksgiving tomorrow as well. Happy Thanksgiving, sir. Paul just made the list. Yeah, we're having our bird tomorrow. My aunt's, like I said, going to my aunt's, which is bittersweet. Like I said, I prefer to stay home, but I won't have to do cleanup. My aunt screws the ham up every year, so I can't eat her ham. It's a long story. Yeah, Carol, it's the ham. So ham with wood flavoring it, like a maple or so. Ham is already smoked, right? So typically I buy hickory smoked ham, and then it's cured and then it's smoked over wood, usually hickory. And my aunt, I mean, I guess it's a Canadian thing, puts maple syrup in with the ham, which um, I've done it. I've made a maple glaze on the ham, which is quite nice. But she cooks her ham in a crock pot, and she like with the maple syrup, gets all that maple syrup in there, and when she serves the ham, when you slice through it, it's brown on the inside, and the whole thing is sweet and tastes like maple. Yeah, maple glaze I can handle. If you roast your ham, you make a nice glaze with the syrup and stuff, all good, right? But when you're just putting maple syrup in the ham and it gets all through the meat, just wrong. I'm actually glad the wind kind of died down. It was really, really, really nasty for a while. And luckily not too cold in the southwest wind today. Maple syrup and brown sugar. Yeah, I've had that as a, like I said, as a glaze megadog. I like it that way. But as a glaze, like not in. Well, the other thing too is like I like my ham kind of dry. I don't like those hams that you get that are sealed that don't have a bone in them. Uh, Picky, I guess. But I always find them chewy. Rick Hay is in the house. Welcome, Rick. Holy smokes. Careless. That's a lot of money. I don't mind the store-bought turkeys. Of course, I go out and get some of mine the old-fashioned way, but even a big tom, it's hard to feed, 10 people on it. But I prefer farm fresh eggs myself. I love the yolks, the dark yellow yolk. When you make scrambled eggs, they look like scrambled eggs, dark. The crummy store-bought eggs are not as good. But, I guess it's all in how you were brought up. Mowing the grass, holy cow. I'm looking at mine here. Maybe has one more mow in it. That's about it. I'll have to cut it one more time, and that should be good for the winter. Oh yeah, double yolkers are the best. I mean, unless you're making something with egg whites, which I don't know what you'd want to make with egg whites. But double yolk eggs, that's like a treasure right there. You got a bear in the chicken coop, Kermudge? That's nuts. My chickens are maybe 150 yards back this way. I got a pen and a run and all that stuff. But coyotes have come around. But my pen's pretty good. The coyotes can't get into it. The ones that I have the problem with the most are weasels, of all things. The weasels will get in there and they'll eat they kill the chickens almost just for sport. It's kind of gross. Well, actually, a weasel will actually eat the head off the chicken and suck all the blood out. If that doesn't give you nightmares, I don't know what will. So you go in and you just got like these headless chicken carcasses laying everywhere. And if one weasel gets into your chicken coop at night, when you're not watching, they'll kill 7, 8 chickens easy. But so far this year, so good. There you go, Paul. But yeah, I mean, that's such is life, right? Hey, Chasing Miss Charlie's in the house. Hey, Charlie, good to see you. Autism Magnet Fishing Mary is in the house. Welcome, Mary. Good to see you as well. That's Gold is in the house. How's it going, you legend? Good to see you, Frosty. Early morning, of course, in Oz for Frosty right now, I believe. That bear is in the freezer. I'm assuming it was a blackie. They are more mischievous than the grizz, I think. I spent some time around grizz, but not enough, honestly, to know. Yeah, actually, like we've had it at my camp. I've had bear break into stuff, break into the sheds and the outbuildings and stuff for one reason or another. But we went out hunting one morning during deer camp, and one of the boys had cooked breakfast, and he had a picture of the door to get into the camp is one of those big round brass doorknobs. And the guy closed the door behind him, and he had bacon grease and stuff on his hands from cooking breakfast. When we came back, the door frame was kind of twisted. Didn't break it. We were able to kind of mallet it back into place. But a solid brass doorknob well, it's not. They're all hollow, but good solid brass. The bear had actually bit the doorknob to try and get at to shake the door, and I put a tooth indentation right in the doorknob to the dead. Yeah, that's a big size black bear, boy. $7:40 a.m. on a Sunday. That's true. You're always that kind of one day in advance. I never think of that. Naked Dog's gonna wait till 2:35 hanging. And all them fancy sandwiches. Yeah, I didn't put hardly any bubbles in there. That's a great point. See, I got distracted talking all this food. Let's load her right up today. Why wouldn't you? I actually, Ghetto made this elevated platform for the sluice just for more bubble action, and here I had hardly any bubbles in. It is the water from last week, but can't fire me, Charlie. I own the place. You don't have to watch though, which would suck. So we got the bubbles in. We'll get the ducks in. $2 ounces. Holy crap, Norseman. There's a payday for you. We won't be getting that here today. I can guarantee that. 22 awesome people watching on a Saturday afternoon. That's fantastic. My Sharpie ran out of juice, so I'm using my pen. As penance for forgetting the bubbles, I'm going to go ahead and give an extra entry out. It's the least I could do. Well, the least I could do is nothing. But we'll give an extra entry out. All right. So we have 21 awesome people watching. I'll be right back. Start your guesses. Pick a number between 1 and 50. One number only, and that gets you an entry in towards the upcoming big giveaway. I'll talk a little bit about that, and I'll talk about my 1,000 sub metal detector giveaway and how you can enter shortly. 1 and 50, one number only. I did think to write the number down this time. It's right there. I'll be right back, guys. Texas Donna is in the house. Welcome, Donna. Great to see you. All right. Give it a one more minute or whatever, just to let anyone who hasn't picked a number between 1 and 50. There's Careless in. There was 21 watching when I left and 24 when I came back. Maybe I should just leave permanently. That was a joke. Troubled One is in the house. I thought I saw Troubled One. Sorry, that was Texas Donna again. My bad. Multitasking and modding 2 streams. That sounds like work. I do see people pouring in probably from GT's premiere. We're picking a number between 1 and 50. All right, it's 4:53 on my crappy tablet. We'll give it till 4:54. Good time, great engine. All right. So while the numbers are still coming in, I'm going to go up and start looking through. I know Careless is here, but she's multitasking, so I could do something for myself for once. All right. So that number was 29, and our winner, Frosty from That's Gold, with 27. Congratulations, buddy. You just made the list. Oh, Mary, you would be surprised how many things I could do on my own. I am single after all. Shouldn't do that. I don't want the stream to get dirty. So to make up for that filth, we'll add more bubbles. Got leaves in my cons. Being stored in the shed, I guess. We'll yeet these out of here. Leave nothing behind. I worked too hard to get them. We'll be tossing out leaves covered in precious dirt. Well, I hope it's precious dirt. Bubbles are looking significantly better. That's good. Yeah, good bunch of bubbles getting going there. That's all right. Mary's got a thunderstorm going through. I had that last night, and it came out of nowhere. I was fishing all day. It was a beautiful day, just like today. And it went in. I cooked, had awesome supper last night. I had cowboy steak. Not cowboy steaks like the kind you buy, but real, like blade steak. Where you simmer it in broth and onions and spices and garlic and stuff, and then you make a gravy and mashed potatoes. Anyway, said I'm going to go out because we were supposed to have the Northern Lights last night. And when we get stuff like that here, it's beautiful because I don't have any city lights around me, right? So I came out the backyard and I walked 10 feet, and I thought my camera flash on my phone went off. Boom! This big blast of lightning. No huge thunder, but crazy. Charlie off to do laundry. That sounds like fun. Of course, laundry for me isn't that bad. That's being a bachelor. All my clothes are darks. I don't buy any light clothes. So everything can go in the same washing machine. And I must have 30 pairs of socks, and I have a dresser drawer that is nothing but socks and underwear. So I only have to do laundry like once every few weeks. Probably once every 2 weeks, I guess. One thing, if I ever like, I had this house built. If I ever built another house, I put one of those. If you ever go to a laundromat, they have those massive big washing machines that you can do your bedspreads and stuff in. I put in a hookup and buy one of those, man, just so I could do all my laundry in one load and get it over with. They got Yodi's Finds in the house. Welcome, Yodi. Great to see you, pal. Joseph, cooking. Carla sent me a picture. Very proud of your fancy toaster oven there. Joseph bought like the king of toaster ovens. It's one of the nicest ones I've ever seen. That owl's freaking you out a little? Yeah, he's all right. Mary's on her game today, I see. And good luck, Mary, with your surgery. I won't ask for personal details, but I know my mother had a very similar female surgery. Went very well. A couple days of discomfort, and that was about it. Gotta keep my eye on these streams too as we get closer to the dreaded winter time. Make sure I got daylight to be able to do this. I'm obviously gonna have to move the time at some point. We should be okay today. And if I see we're falling behind on the daylight, I can just kind of speed it up a little. But I think we'll be all right. Terry B is in the house. Welcome, Terry. Good to see you, pal. Oh, biopsy. Okay. Mary thinks the gnome is freaky. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. He actually, his eyes light up. Got a little solar panel in the back. Yeah, there you go. Joseph, you're about 20 minutes behind, pal. Walking through history. Welcome, pal. Welcome, Josh. Good to see you. Take me home, country roads. Nice. Hashtag dad joke for the win. Hey, Cancelaw's in the house. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Nice outside. So, Paul, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. On the plus side, I do have an unfinished basement I can stream from. I don't have a signal in my garage, and I was going to buy one of those Wi-Fi extenders, but I'm on Starlink, so it's not as easy as hooking up like an Ethernet cable to a power line or something like that. So I'm looking into it. For now, we're good for a while. I mean, honestly, I'm a pretty hardy lad, so at the end of the day, I'll sluice gold out here in a blizzard if I have to. It's no big deal. But we do get those days, you know, where it's like minus 20 Celsius, where, like, yeah, not going to be sluicing gold out there. Have my sluice freeze on me and stuff, that would be just bad. Yeah, I was thinking of doing this in the basement, but I'd have to be careful as I'm sitting here watching my water overflow because I put too much water in the collection tub. I wouldn't want that to happen in my basement. Even though I've got a sump, I don't want to have to mop it up and all that crap. Right on, Kermudge. I'm looking into it. It's got, I forget what the connection's called, like a T35 connection or something on the router. I know you could do something with that. The other one is just a Wi-Fi booster. So I do get like 1 bar in the garage. It's not enough to stream. I don't know if I could plug in one of those Wi-Fi booster things and get that to work. I'm not a computer techie, but dentures and polygrit, man. Oh yeah, I hate the dentist. I go religiously for my cleanings, only because I hate all the other stuff. I'm not a big fan of the cleanings either, but it's kind of like the lesser of two evils. Mama Bird's in the house. Welcome, Mama Bird. Great to see you. Having a nice quiet sluice on an absolutely gorgeous day here. You can tell I went fishing and hunting. I got this big F-off knife on my belt that I forgot to take off. Oh, it's not that big, but I can tell we're not quite there, but we're starting to get into runny nose weather. Luckily, so far, I've avoided my seasonal man cold, so to speak. when you're a bachelor, man colds really suck because there's no one there to feel sorry for you but yourself. Nice flock of Canadian cobra chickens flying overhead. Donkey's in the house. Welcome, Aqua Donkey. Good to see you, pal. Prospector Jason E. Miner in the house. Good to see you as well. Mowing field, man, that's hard work. People don't think driving a tractor is hard work. I helped the guy down the road do his haying. It's a lot of work, and I've driven harvesters during corn season and that. It's a lot of, bouncing around in that tractor all day gets hard on you. B&K, welcome, my friend. Gentleman Prospector, welcome back in, sir. Good. 27 awesome people watching. All right, we're going to go ahead and do another entry since we got a few folks piling in. Careless. What a legend. You just made the list again. Don't have to do that. You already do enough work for me. But I'll take it. For Joseph's new oven. An entry for Joseph's new oven. I'm actually going to write that. Joseph's oven. Right there. Let's see if Joseph's oven wins a bag of pay dirt. All right. So, I guess I should pick a number. You guys go ahead. Pick a number between 1 and 50. One number only. I'll be right back. I got to run in and check on the, make sure the burgers, the frosting for tonight's tacos will be just like 2 minutes. You guys talk amongst yourselves and go ahead and pick your number for the entry. Grandma Kelly's in the house. Good to see you, Grandma Kay. I am Zaxon is here. Welcome, pal. Good to see you. Crash with $2. Welcome, Crash. That's 2 entries for Crash. Uh, Crash, you legend. He just made the list. All right, so I'm scrolling up here. Holy smokes. Convection oven, fancy Joseph. So the number, I'm looking, if someone else can give me a hint, that number is 42. Careless one right on the button. I did see it. Awesome. B&K Gold's been a member for 2 months. Awesome, pal. Appreciate you. Congratulations, Careless. You just made the list again. A little bit more cons than usual because I did kind of like a bucket and a half today. For those that missed it, I was talking about it at the beginning of the stream. Trying to get the shed at the camp cleaned out so we can get our deer in there and kind of keep the game wardens away. I don't know what the game wardens are like for those of you that fish and hunt in your state or area, but I can tell you up here they're a real pain. I mean, they're just doing their job, but they've got game wardens when it comes to fishing game up here have more rights than the police do in regular circumstances. Healthy looking crop of bubbles today anyways, that's good. Less wind than last time, that makes the bubble crop grow. Yeah, same bent pork, as long as they got what they call a reasonable cause, but for a game warden, if you're reasonable suspicion or whatever, could be almost anything, right? And again, it's not like the boys and I or the folks and I, because we do have girls in our hunt camp. Not like we have anything to hide, but it's just a pain. It interrupts your whole vibe, your whole day. They come in, they check everyone's licenses, everybody's rifles. Some of us hunt with shotguns because we are dogging. They check everyone's shotgun and make sure the plug can't have more than 3 shells in them. That's a pain. And they're, unless you get a good one, they're not always nice when they do it, right? It's like they come in, there's, at any given time, there's 10, 12 of us in the camp. And they kind of treat it like, well, we're going to find something because there's a lot of you, and they almost never find anything. They found my buddy one time, dummy that he is, came because they'll enforce four-wheeler laws here as well. He came ripping up the trail to the camp on his quad with no helmet on. And they gave him a ticket, but that's the worst we've ever had. Zaxxon running cons. Zaxxon's the reason that Nicolas Cage escaped in that Con Air movie, I suppose. Oh, we got the bubble butt happening. And be careful, that YouTube's real picky. If the AI sees that, God knows what it's going to do. Yeah, Grandma Kay, how you feeling? That's awesome. Glad you're better, Grandma. Well, you're a stingy prospector when you're washing off your leaves. That's cool. Axe that'd be a cool find. I don't typically find anything that cool when I metal detect. I do have a permission. Actually, it's just down the road for an old 1800s homestead. So I'm really, really looking forward to going there. But I just got the permission, and it's hunting season. I know the guys go in there to hunt, so I'm kind of leaving it alone. I may not be able to hit it until the spring if the ground freezes before hunting season's over. Yeah, I'm not a big tea person myself, but I do enjoy peppermint tea once in a while. I think tea's kind of gross, to be honest with you. But I like what I'll do when I'm outside, especially this time of year when it pops out when all the weeds and stuff are dying. I'll go harvest a bunch of. I have a lot of on the back of my property. I've got a lot of wintergreen. That makes fantastic tea. Smells great. All right. I grab my scoop so I can get some water in the bottom of that bucket. Make sure these bubbles. There we go. Never, when you're processing carbs, want to leave the bottom of a bucket behind. Almost soaked my pants there again. Careless rocket some tea. We did miss you, Joseph. Girls miss Joseph when he's not around. Fresh ginger is good. I love fresh ginger. I love cooking with fresh ginger. My problem is knowing when to stop putting it in. I always tend to. Ginger's fantastic, but it overpowers stuff if you put way too much in. So, gotta kind of know when to stop and not put too much. Make like a nice stir fryer that with. One of my favorite things to make is cashew chicken. That's got cashews and chicken and onions and broccoli and garlic and ginger. But man, you put too much of that ginger in there and it just takes everything over. And the other thing is, I mean, I'm no ginger expert, but some ginger is stronger than others depending how fresh it is. So it's not really a big. You can't just make a rule of thumb and I'm going to put this much in or that much in. End up in a world of hurt and ruin your supper. All right. Mongolian beef and cashews, damn good. That's good stuff. See you later, Grandma Kate. Great. Thank you so much for stopping by. I bought them, I forget where I got them. I think it was Costco. And they come in a bag. You know those Chinese foldable takeout containers that have the top that folds closed? I actually bought some of those at Costco because things like cashew chicken and cashew with the Mongolian beef and cashew and stuff like that, they just hit better coming out of one of those containers. I don't know why. Bubble mushroom, it was a butt earlier apparently. We've still got a few cons in there. I should probably get those into the sluice. So Donna, how come there's so many bubbles? So when you process carbs or you pan for gold, typically you'll put. I'll be panning in a second, so I use jet dry. So I put bubbles in there, I'm not gonna be able to see anything. Um, Bubbles or jet dry acts as a surfactant. It breaks the surface tension on the water because small gold and flaky gold can be hydrophobic and will float on the top. And when I first started doing live streams a few months ago, I put way too much bubbles in my big setup, and Careless got all excited. Oh yeah, the bubbles, and it was a big thing. Can we make them go over the container? How many bubbles can we put? So yeah, it's complete overkill. You certainly don't need that much, but we do it just for fun. And because people like to see me play with the bubbles and get a bubble beard going. Outdoor Wally's not here today. Probably out and about on a Saturday. But Wally likes it when I rock a bubble beard. Just a weird Wally thing, but Dam's back in the house. Good to see you, pal. Yeah. Oh well. Wally's not here, but Wally is always here in spirit. All right. Sitting on a bag of painter since February, Donna. Get after her. Jeez. 1-800-BUBBLE. All right, 26 awesome people watching. We're at 5:30, so it is time for another pick a number for an entry. So one number between 1 and 50. One number only. Winner gets an entry into the upcoming giveaway of a 1 gram troubled one pay dirt. Also a half gram and a quarter gram bag of pay dirt. So there will be 3 winners in the upcoming giveaway. Amateur anglers in the house, welcome. Good to see you, pal. I'm going to go grab something from the garage to show you guys anything. I just see you picking a number in there. Stick around. I'm going to grab that light so you can see it as well. Be right back. All right, so while you folks are picking numbers, just so you guys know, for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway that's going on now, the entries are free. Go to my last metal detecting video and make a comment in there. If you watch the video, it's going to tell you exactly what you need to comment to win. Your odds are really good. It's an unadvertised giveaway. I only advertise it like in my stream or in the videos. The title of the video does not say 1,000 sub giveaway. I really want one of my subs and members to win it. So this is identical to the metal detector that I'll be giving away. This one's actually mine that my sponsor sent me to use. So I won't be giving this one away. The one you guys get is going to be brand new, still in the box, and that's going to come with this actually collapses. Really, really cool. This one folds, and then this folds as well, and the whole thing fits into a backpack, which is also included, and it comes with a digging tool and headphones as well as the backpack. And along with that, they're going to send you a pinpointer as well. I tested this out on that video. It works absolutely awesome. The only better pinpointer I've ever used is the Garrett Carrot, but the Garrett Carrot is also, $250 Canadian. But this thing works absolutely awesome. It's even got a little LED light. I don't know if you guys can see that flashing. Real game changer when you're metal detecting. You have a good pinpointer. But yeah, you just have to watch that video and make the appropriate comment. And you can actually cheat like I do and go, if you don't want to watch the video, if you're not into metal detecting, you can go in the comments and you can see that other people have made the comment. You can just make the same one. I don't really care. So yeah, metal detector, pinpointer, digging tool, backpack, and headphones. It'll all come. The metal detector will come from me. It's already, they sent it last week. And the pinpointer, they're going to send you directly. I just have to give them the winner's address. So. The bounty hunter, you know what? Those bounty hunters actually work. To be honest with you, they work. If it's all I had, that's a beaut, Clark. Yeah, if that was all that I had, that's absolutely what I'd be using. Miracle Whip has joined the stream. Welcome, Miracle Whip. Yeah, here you go, David. This is what the metal detector looks like. I actually use it in a couple of my videos, so if you wanted to look at it there. And there's the pinpointer. The pinpointer actually comes, it's got this lanyard here, and it actually comes with a holster. You can stick it in. Welcome, Little. Good to see you. Temu metal detector. I don't know. I almost want to do a prospecting video with nothing but stuff that I buy off Temu, but I also don't. I'm already getting enough notifications from Temu, and I never signed up for an account, so I can only imagine how bad it would be. Not enough bubbles. I did. You missed Aaron. You missed the bubble beard, but so I don't know if any Finn or Miracle Whip is still here. So that was the light. I'll be using these for fishing. Has a little stand on the back. Got a carabiner on the top. It's actually a floodlight. They're crazy bright, but I just wanted to, because I know Anyfin does fishing lives, and he was looking at potentially getting a light. USB rechargeable, 2 of them for $15, and they are. Oh, I just blinded myself. They are bright as heck. Different settings, SOS, all that other stuff. So. Yeah. Wow. Blinded myself. I don't know why. Waving my hand in front of my eyes to see if I can see my fingers. It works to a point. There's a pun in there somewhere, for much. If your metal detector works to a point, there's a pun in there. O-lights are great. But this is just like a cheap alternative. Like I said, 2 for $15. O-lights are awesome. I've got, there's certain things, like I've got my handheld flashlight isn't really expensive. But these are just, you can get like 4 of them, charge them up, and they'll last you a whole night of fishing. If you're filming, they clip My tripod, not everyone's tripod would have it, but if you're filming, they've got a little hook. My tripod's got a little hook on the bottom. You can hang it from the tripod. Works really, really well. Joseph, the reason I have ads is because you fell behind and you're skipping back and forth. But if anyone else has feedback on ads, if there's way too many, let me know. YouTube kind of picks it, but I can lower them. Last time I tried getting a feel from you guys if they were running too many ads. I couldn't because YouTube was having a problem. They were running too many ads on everybody's stuff. So, doing shots in the back porch. Sounds like a good day. Oh shit! I forgot about the number. Number was 4. Sorry about that, Careless. My bad. The number was 4. I'll go back and have a look myself. Careless had 6. Ringo had 6. Donna had 4, but then she put a 0 in front of it, so she had 40. Yeah, that's what I have too. So that's another entry for Careless and an entry for Ringo. Holy smokes, Careless piling up the entries today. One for Careless and one for Ringo. You guys made the list. All right. How we got? Donna, you need to be more assertive than that. It's rigged in big capital letters and no question mark. It's absolutely rigged. You need to go play the lottery now. I don't think it works that way. I think you kind of use up your luck, but you never know. There you go, Donna. Rigged. If Ringo wins, send it to Mary. Sure. Careless will send pigeon mail from her private island when she's there. Good deal. All right. Should probably see if I got any gold today. Kind of different doing a stream on a Saturday. I know not as many people can attend. People are out and about, so I normally run them on with some bubble water here. There we go. Need more than that. You get enough water in there to clean up the sluice mat, and this way I don't have to pour water out of a bucket into the little pan. The beauty of these gutter sluices, they use so little, leave so little cons. It makes the panning process so easy. As opposed to my gold hog where I normally have to start with my big pan and finish with the small one, I can go straight to the small pan with this one. We'll get that mat back in the sluice for, get that running for some bubble ambiance. Sluice runs so much better when you take the time to clean the contacts on the plug. One last shot of bubbles for fun. Mandy's Candy's in the house. Welcome, Mandy. Good to see you. North 49, welcome, pal. Coming in at a good time. About to unveil the gold that we hopefully got. Bring this here to back pan off some of this dirt and water so I'm not pouring it onto my pants again. Miracle Whip. Yes, you belong in the trash, Mr. Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip has its place, and that place is pasta salads, and that's it. Cakes. Those weird people that use Miracle Whip to make chocolate cake. What is wrong with you? So Miracle Whip is my friend Anyfin. Who actually Anyfin doesn't like Miracle Whip either. He's a mailman, but just having a little bit of fun. You may also see him pop in as buttered sausage, which is another good one. Yeah, pyrite. Holy smokes. Let's talk about buttered sausage. Buttered sausage. What's it doing? Where did it come from? Why does it do what it does? Get it out of my face. Buttered sausage. Those of you that don't know the buttered sausage meme probably think I'm even weirder than you thought I was before. Not your jam. I don't buy jam, I buy honey. I kiss it on the lips. Huge ass. Buttered sausage. Buttered sausage is on his buttered sausage vacation. No worries, Teal. It happens. Are you still alive at 6? I was going to lead into you. Let me know, man. Double one. It's not my regular time, and I just popped it. I had actually scheduled it on Thursday, and for some reason, YouTube dropped the notification. I went in today to the chat to kind of like do the entry thing and take care of all the other boxes I got to check and stuff for monetization and that. And the stream had disappeared, so I actually only popped it in this morning. So no worries. Hunting and stuff with G&J, welcome. Mary says all Canadians are weird, but I don't know, Mary. Buttered sausage. Talk about your Cable Ace Award. Let's talk about buttered sausage. Holy smokes. Good amount of gold, but man, this is flaky. Like us Canadians, eh, Mary? Flaky. All Canadians are weird. We've got 2 days worth of prospecting there, and it shows. That's good. Nice little haul day today. Nice. Good timing, too. We're losing daylight. I would normally, after 2 days of prospecting like this, expect to see 0.3, 0.4. I'd say we're pretty much there. If you guys will be able to make that out or not. We'll give you guys a better close-up look at that later. Very flat, very flaky as usual. All right, T.O., if you are going live. Oh, we got you, Jess, in the house now. There you go. I don't care what you guys want to name yourselves. I get watch hours either way. Yeah, it looks huge. It's. I wonder if I've got. I always run my cons again, Norseman, but I'm not going to do it live because we're going to be pitch black in no time. This is a cleanup sluice, though. I very, very rarely find anything when I run them a second time, but what I normally do is I'll save it up so I've got a full, like maybe 2 5-gallon pails, and I'll run the whole thing. And then when I've run it a second time, it actually ends up back here in my duck pond. Way to go, Careless, aka Huge Ass. I'll take all the help I can get. Why not, right? So you said I would consider using a whole bottle. I would. I mean, we could do that. You know what? Let's plan a stream before it gets too cold. I'll set up the gold hog. If I'm going to use a whole bottle, I'm not going to use it in this thing. I'll use it in the gold hog with the kiddie pool. We can do that. Holy crap! Jeff found a huge nugget. That's awesome. Looking forward to seeing that, pal. All right. It's huge. Is it as huge ass though? I know huge ass's friend Seymour Butts says that huge ass is huge. Prairie Prospecting in the house. Welcome, Val. Just in time to get in for the last entry. One number between 1 and 50. One number only. Rocky Mountain Brad's in the house. Welcome, pal. Didn't see you sneak in there. "26 awesome people still watching me as it's getting dark." Awesome, Careless. I'll definitely have a look at that when get the chance. That's crazy. There's a coincidence. I just got an ad for Temu. Yeah, that's cool. We're pulling them up. We're just about to show off the take from 2 days worth of prospecting. If more than one person has the number, that's fine. I just give away an extra entry. So don't worry about having to change your numbers and stuff like that. Joseph, I believe Careless is sending around pictures of the nugget Aaron's buddy Jeff found in Georgia. All right. So the winner is that legend, David Danderend with 9. That's probably the farthest anyone's been away from the number before it's still 1, because the number was 3, actually. So David Danderend, the legend. Congratulations, my friend. You just made the list again. All right. So we're coming to that time. So Tim K, stick around. I mean, feel free to email me. My email is on my about page. So when you go to a YouTube channel, you've always got that little line at the bottom, and you can click that and go down, and you can actually see my email address there. You can feel free to email me. Lots of good prospectors here in the chat. Gold is where you find it, among others. Attaboy, Miracle Whip. Self-deprecating humor is the best kind of humor. So I don't know if Bedfork is still here. I'm trying to find a way to show how flaky this stuff is. Let me see what I can do here. So first off, let's show it off in a big pile so it looks like a lot when it really isn't. There you guys. But I'm going to try and see while you guys are off if I can get a little water in there. There you go. Watch how easily that stuff moves. You need more water than that. To try and show you guys how easily this stuff moves, but I'm holding my phone in one hand, the gold pan in another. So it's really, really really flaky stuff. It's not thick and chunky like you'd expect it to be. Moves around fairly easily for gold anyways. I'll have to take a minute to tap that back up to the top before I suck it up. Yeah, it's really, really, really flaky gold. So you got to remember that I'm prospecting down from an early 1900s site. It's stuff that the trommel missed. The trommel back in the old days had carpet in it. It doesn't have modern sluice mats like we have now. So it missed things like flaky, thin, flat stuff that would, rush off with the water. So, hey, John Herb, pal, good to see you, man. I haven't seen you around the streets either. Good to see you, John. Yeah, the flake shit can be annoying, Mary, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, it's not. It's still dense. It's still dense gold. It still goes to the bottom, just like anything else. It's just any movement of the water, any current catches the edge of a flake, and it'll move it around. It's also terrible. Obviously, I have no issues with not having enough surfactant in my water, but flaky gold is also terrible for floating. So. All right, guys. So I don't want to take up too much more time. I'm going to have to do this on my own time and get that. I've still got all the black sand at the bottom, but I wanted to show you that, how easily my gold is and how easily it moves around, because I know it. Holy cow, that's a lot. It's not. It's very thin. That little pile you see there is probably around a quarter of a gram, I'd imagine. Joseph, chilly new heater arriving soon. That's awesome. Just run that fancy toaster oven of yours. Holy cow. Anyways, let's see here. It's David. It's 45 of your American Freedom units here. It's cold. I don't know if Careless or anyone, if Careless is still here, she could drop a link to Troubled One. If not, we're going to head over to Troubled One is going live. If he's not already live now, he will be live shortly. I'll join you guys over there. Troubled One is actually going to be making the prizes for the next round. First prize being a 1 gram painter, as well as a half gram and a quarter gram for second and third. Anyway, folks, John R, thank you. Troubled One's live already, so I am going to sign off. I hope to see everyone over on Troubled One's channel. I'll bring in, I don't have to bring anything in for now. I'll head in, warm up, go to the laptop, warm up. I'm going to grab a pint, chill out, and I'll see you guys over on Troubled One's stream. I want to thank everyone for coming. Cheers, and we'll catch you on the next one, guys.